All right, who wants to hit me with a good ass intro? Hit me with it. All right.
Welcome to the podcast.
Well, wait, is that your like a welcome to the podcast? Was your starting point?
Yeah.
I like your haircut, Sean. You look like a dumbass, dude. What's with your hair?
You went from Mr. Beast to Mr. Feast.
Yeah, truly.
It's just getting long.
Yeah.
So I either need to get it cut or just
Commit.
deal with it. You know what I mean?
You should do.
That's where I'm at right now.
You should do the bowl cut.
I don't know if it's wrong for me to say this. I don't know if it's wrong for like me to say this, but I know like for Mexicans it's called like the Edgar cut. Like when you first came in here, you kind of Google Edgar cut, and that's kind of what you looked like when you came in here.
Actually, I'm gonna get Edgar. I'm gonna Edgar Google cut right now. Holy
I don't know why
shit,
when I Googled it, there's a bunch of haircuts that like don't look like what I'm talking about. I'm trying to find.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's exactly what Google should be.
Well, I got to do one of those. I actually have a really good way to like. I know that we're already kind of into it, but I have a good way to like.
Hey, wait, hold on.
You just gotta like super cut this whole intro.
You put a desk in your room?
That desk has been there for like 6 to 8 months.
Please clip episode whatever to prove.
Literally, episodes 1 through 4, you'll still see the desk.
No.
Yeah, it's
even when I was there last. Even when I was there last.
I mean, were you here in the last 6 to 8 months?
I think it's just inverted. I think what the problem is, my brain is probably fucked up. Is your door?
So you mean the problem is you?
Hold the hand up that where you're. Oh, okay. So that never mind.
Yeah, I'm fucking weird. Well, I have a good way to start this. Hold on, check this out. All right, check. You're gonna love this. Let me pull my pants up. I just pull my dick out. That's how we start. All right, hold on. You gotta do the thing. You know how like
you can.
You know, like Anthony Padilla, you jump in and you like clap and you say hello.
Is that the Smosh guy?
What's up, guys? Regurgitated podcast, episode 5, starring myself, Sean O'Day of asthma treatment fame, and Zachary Marshall of
Fucked up.
Hold on, let me think of something that Zach did that is funny or embarrassing.
The asthma treatment was Sean's thing that was very funny.
Dude, what is it, your first video on your YouTube channel, or maybe your most recent on your Sean O'Day channel? Is this?
No, my first.
Oh, you have a video called asthma treatment. Okay.
Yeah, and
I thought he was just making fun of your disability.
Funny enough,
I thought he was just being mean.
I would, but no.
I think it was still one of the highest viewed videos, and I got a bunch of comments were like, dude, if you have to do that at home, it's not well under control and you need to see a doctor. And it's like, dude, shut the fuck out.
Did you get comments like that?
What's the premise of this video?
The video is just me with my it's called a nebulizer. It's like a larger inhaler, and it's literally just me for like maybe like 20 seconds doing my inhaler.
It's just a normal inhaler routine. Yeah. Do you have one near you? Do we get to see it there?
I could go get one, but no, this one specifically was from a couple years ago where I was having really bad allergies before I started seeing an allergy doctor.
You know what's funny? And maybe I'm just making this up in my mind, but I think when I was younger, they diagnosed me with asthma and gave me a bunch of stuff for it, but then it like went away.
Yeah, no, that's very common that it goes away.
But I don't remember ever like taking an inhaler. Like I think they just said like you had asthma and then they gave me like some medication and I was fine.
Yeah, I've been really lucky. I am actually like in perfect
pull yourself
health.
Up by your bootstraps.
Yeah.
Throw away your inhaler.
Yeah, who needs it?
I'll do an inhaler treatment right now, dude, if you want me to.
Isn't it loud?
Yeah.
Well, that makes it fun though, right?
Yeah. So actually,
I can make it look like I'm smoking.
I think that brings us to a good first segment here already. We're already in the thick of it. But check this out. Idea. Kind of first time I've talked about this. I want to do a little bit of a show and tell. Why are you still sitting like that? Like just
so hard. So fucking my chest started to hurt doing that.
Fuck.
Put the Eminem. You know what I'm talking about? The Eminem picture where he's like, you know what I'm talking about?
The not afraid one. Yeah, he's like that.
Yeah, the not afraid.
Yeah.
The not afraid picture.
Put a Rasengan.
Let's make Ben's job really hard.
Make me
animate like a Pixar style video of me like stealing like a rutabaga from
just one.
Yeah, for me stealing a rutabaga from a. Last week I told everyone to support your local farmers market. This week, fuck farmers market. I'm stealing rutabagas.
Yeah.
Animate my hand going into my mouth, but deeper.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
Can you animate the meaning of life, please? Can you animate a 4D object morphing into a 2D object and then back into a 8D object, please?
Speaking of shit that just shouldn't exist, I've been making fun of Sean for his ear licking fetish. I've been fucking killing in on him, dude. It's so
that was
funny.
Like my favorite bit. Well, by the way, I'm so sorry for not like clipping more shit, but it'll be backlogged, so it won't happen again. But I'm excited to post that one. Yeah. That one's gonna be fucking fun. That was my favorite bit of the last episode. Was fucking well, it's not a bit. Well, I mean, it's my favorite segment.
Yeah.
Of the last episode, you little freak.
I fucking love how I edited it, and I went into it knowing I was gonna edit it like this, where I use him talking about how it's not a bit from the ear licking, but I started with "I have AIDS." I fucking love how I did that, dude. That's so funny to me.
I'm happy that you're proud. I'm happy that you're proud of that. That was
fake diagnosis. Let's fucking go. Yeah, but so I want everybody to show the class one thing in your room. I have this. It's a half-eaten burger. It's really red, so I wasn't really a fan.
That's a rare burger.
His dad did not cook it. I swear to God, his dad just handed him an uncooked burger and was like, I'm going to see if he fucking eats this.
All right, Zach, what do you got? Oh, sorry, Sean.
No, sure.
No, I mean, whatever. I was just doing an order of people that I, liked, so that kind of hit the bottom. So, Zach, go ahead.
Oh, shit. I don't have much in my room, and if I look too hard, I can't put it on the screen. Some stuff. I'll just you got stuff hidden in places. I'll just show off my guitar.
Holy shit, dude!
Yeah, it's a hollow body, dude. It's a nice guitar. It's out of tune right now, so I can't really play it, but it's nice.
What's the song? So yeah, you're gay. Can you do that? You know what I'm talking about? You have no idea? Oh, that's so sad.
I mean, I'm sure bum bum isn't hard, but I got my guitar.
Dude, there's an old video of like an Xbox Live message of some like Halo 3 dudes beefing.
Oh, yeah, and you don't have these hands or whatever.
Yeah, then he's like, so yeah, you're gay.
I will plug Norm Macdonald's book as well. R.I.P. The book that got me back into reading. I read a lot when I was younger, stopped reading completely. I still am kind of off of it, but this book, I read it. It was phenomenal. Norm Macdonald's one of the greatest. And then, it got me back into the habit of reading, and I read like 2 or 3 more books right after. So,
dude,
Norm Macdonald. That's my recommendation.
I'm gonna pick up, I very, very little started because I'm just when I'm working, I'm obviously working from home. There's a lot of time to just listen. There's a lot of nothingness. I'm not talking to anybody most of the time. I was thinking of, and I started picking up the Game of Thrones books because the show obviously nobody fucking talks about it because the last 3 or so seasons were just dog shit. Or 2 seasons, 2.5 seasons, 3 seasons. Point is, they were just dog shit. So I want to read, actually get the good stuff. But it's the first book is 33 hours. So that's going to be a commitment because I can't imagine not using my hands and then digesting something that's 33 hours long. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
Yeah. I think I'm going to
Game of Thrones ain't my cup of tea either.
So I want Alexis to watch it with me because the first 4 seasons at least are pretty, very good. But she's very aware of the first episode having just an incest scene. So she's not into the idea. I'm like, that shows. I mean, there is a a subplot that is centered around that, but it's like you can kind of just ignore it for most of the time. And she was like, can't do it. I just can't do it.
Did you ever see that video of Zizek talking about the incest movie that he likes?
Zizek? I don't know who that is.
He's like a socialist philosopher that a lot of people like. You've probably seen him. He's the guy that always talks like this. If you've heard him before,
I'll find something. You just sound like half the people that came into that.
Have you seen his tulips video?
Maybe it's been a while since I really went into Zizek.
He was complaining about he was watering his tulips, and he's like, I fucking hate these. And he's like doing the whole nose thing, and he's like, they're just coming everywhere. They're just spraying everything everywhere. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude. Socialism, am I right?
I've never seen that guy in my life.
You've never seen him? I mean, to be fair, that's all right. I mean, like, you start getting into like, is he all right?
No,
he's all
right.
No. Yeah.
I was gonna say I thought he was like really big into like socialism.
Yeah, no, he's got like a plaque of Lenin in his office.
Yeah. He comes from like Bulgaria or something. Yeah. It's like he's a weird one because people obviously that are more socialist leaning in terms of their politics like really identify with him, but he's so like. There's a certain level of politics where you're debating like really specific policies, and then there's a certain level of politics where you're debating philosophy, and he kind of lives in that like philosophy political.
He's definitely way more of a philosopher than like abortion is good because labor or something like that.
Yeah, but he also likes to shock people too. Like a good example is the clip I just sent, right? Like he's using the example of incest as like I don't even remember the specific context of that, so I don't want to misquote it. But like, you understand what I'm saying. Yeah. He uses shocking like imagery or scenarios to kind of illustrate the bigger point that he's trying to make, which is great. But like, I don't know if I want to like endorse or like shame Zizek. I don't even know that much about him.
I hope he runs for president because I'll give him my vote. I don't know who he is.
He physically can. Yeah, he cannot.
Well, unfortunate. So who is the? I think was it just. I want to say it was Louis C.K., but I know it wasn't. There was like a certain.
There's Louis C.K. This Louis C.K. right here. It's backwards, but Louis C.K.
Maybe.
He wrote a foreword to this book before he was canceled. This is fun to own.
No. It was the guy who was like, I think it was just like on air. He was like, yeah, I jerk off to incest porn. I just have to hit mute or something like that. And it was just like on a live, it was just like on a live broadcast.
Louis C.K.'s bits are all about masturbating.
Yeah, it's so good.
Just about.
It's like masturbating, and then he says the N word, and then he makes fun of his daughters, and people laugh.
That's right. Yeah. That's the classic Louis C.K. So Sean, I didn't mean to interrupt your shitty performance, but what is your show and tell?
I actually was thinking to myself that it would be very funny if you had forgotten. Like if you just like
I never forget
his guitar. Yeah,
I never forget about my best friends, dude. You can't do a duplicate clause. You can't use a guitar as well.
That's fine because unfortunately I don't have anything funny to show. This morning Haley and I made a large thing of popcorn, and then I've just been eating it out of the pan.
That's sick. That's sick. What is that? A stain on the pan?
Last time I talked to you, you drank half a bottle of gin, and this time you've just devoured I would describe a cauldron of popcorn.
Oh yeah, let's see. I also drank this. You guys can read that.
Double Cloud Candy.
Double Cloud Candy.
THC water.
What is that?
It's 7.8%, so it's a little lower than it's double dry hopped, double New England IPA.
I would like
candy flavored.
It was very sweet. I don't think it's supposed to be cotton candy flavor, but it's called Cloud Candy.
Sorry, you can go ahead.
The same gas station sells Warhead beer, like ale, but it's sour. It's got like Warhead flavoring in it.
Sean, we talk about beer a lot. Send me your. I'm doing this thing. I had this. I have something that I'm sending people. Send me your address over DMs, and I'll send you something.
And your SSN as well. I was actually going to send you something. I said, and your SSN as well. I was actually going to send you something, Zach, for a future podcast.
I would send it to you too, Ben. But I don't think you drink. You wouldn't like this. Like, it's not me being mean to you. I just don't think you would like it.
No, I just personally wouldn't buy Sean anything because he's one of he's one of those kinds of guys. No, I was actually going to buy you something, Zach. It rhymes with what rhymes with anthrax?
Oh fuck! I just got
the Eminem pose in here again. Rhymes with anthrax. Anthrax. Tampax.
Wait, hold Sean, can you speak into the mic when you talk, please?
Sandtrax. Tuscan Raiders. Sandtrax. That's how you get them, dude.
Dude.
Lambast.
Are we just gonna go into like we can have let's do like a whole separate podcast where we just start with one word and then just rhyme until we can't rhyme anymore, and then just cut the episode.
We can do improv games. We can yes and this bitch.
Muslim day fast, dude. Muslim man fast.
I don't think the Muslim is.
Yeah, they have to. That's
Yeah, I know, but people fast regardless.
Don't say it like that, dude. Don't.
Wait, what just happened?
I break fast with breakfast.
Oh, and, he breaks fast with breakfast.
It's Ramadan, man.
That's what breakfast means, actually. The origin of the word, the etymology of the word breakfast is you break your fast. Because technically you're you're in a fasting state overnight.
Bro,
from not eating.
Tell me you just realized that, Ben, dude.
Want to play the Newlyweds game?
I'll be honest with you, I was way too old until I learned that fact.
Want to play the Newlyweds game between you guys who like have you guys ever talked via anything?
What is a Newlyweds game?
I've heard people say the Newlyweds game. I don't know what it actually is.
All right. I will lead this. I will lead this charge. This is just for funsies. I have no idea. All right.
I'm play Wordle.
No. All right. So I'm just gonna ask you guys questions about each other. Are you ready? You gotta answer. You gotta answer the question. What did you?
There's not even one question in it. You can't hold it in.
The first question is, what did you guys wear on your first dates? All right. What is each other's star sign?
Is this the astrology sign?
Yeah.
I have to guess his, or I have to tell him mine?
You have to guess each other's.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm not the person to ask for this.
I'm gonna say you're a Leo, dude.
Why do you think he's a Leo? That's kind of fucked up. I think you're Cancer, bro. Shut up. Shut up, Sean, you little bitch.
Hey, no bit though. I do have Cancer.
What is? No, this is
Scorpio. The Scorpio one, or is that a Mortal Kombat?
Is that a fucking Neopet?
I am a Scorpio, dude.
It's fucking good.
Are you actually?
It's fucking good. I knew that shit. I knew that fucking shit, dude.
Who is the most likely between you two to deal with a spider?
Him.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to leave my star sign a mystery, though.
Ooh,
apparently.
Wait, but I know your birthday.
Do you?
It's in
1999. That's incorrect. I was not born in 1999.
Fuck me. All right. So what is your guys' worst habits? Wait. What is each other's worst habits?
I was born in the 90s, though. Go
90s
ahead.
kid. Smile. Sean, what's Zach's worst habit?
Hanging out with you.
And Zach's is going to be the same probably for you, right?
You have that habit worse than me, apparently.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
What is their pet name? Oh God! All right, hold on. What's your? I'm just gonna ask you guys this question. You can answer for yourselves. That's just cringe. What is your guys' favorite movies?
I'm watching that many movies these days. It used to be Pulp Fiction, which is kind of a basic bitch pick, and now if I was to pick a Tarantino movie, it would probably be Inglourious Bastards. Ooh. I like Airplane. Excuse me, has always been one of my favorite movies. And I like 3 Billboards in Ebbing, Missouri. You ever see that movie?
That's not even a real movie.
It's a movie. Really? It has Frances McDormand in it. It has Peter Dinklage in it.
Yeah. Oh, that's good reading, yeah.
What?
It's a very good movie.
What did you say, Sean?
It has Woody Harrelson in it, too.
Oh, is that what you said?
Frances McDormand, dude. I feel like movies are one of those things where I'll say, like, if I'm just talking about a movie, I'm like, oh, dude, that's my favorite movie. But then if you ask me what my favorite movie is, I just don't have one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of tough.
I mean, I think Lilo and Stitch is my favorite movie.
Put Hereditary in there, too.
Hereditary is good, but the thing about horror movies is that, like, I just don't. Like, I fall asleep. And it's not that
I do not like horror movies. I like Hereditary.
Is Hereditary the one where they have, like, the
drama?
Hereditary is the one where they have, like, the weird, like, alien kid and it fucks the dad?
Kid. No, that's when the kid gets killed, like, a stop sign, like, cuts his head off.
Oh, yes, I know that one.
I did, like, there was one called The Mask or The Boy or something.
The Mask with Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey?
No. There was like a kid in the walls, and like there was like a haunted
Edgar Allan Poe.
He's thinking about Shrek right now. You thinking about Shrek? Is this going to be your new bit where you just fucking act like you're lacking?
You see, the thing is... That's
yeah, Shrek's pretty good too, actually. Shrek is really good. Shrek is a
I
good
feel like
movie.
Shrek is
Shrek
good.
2.
Shrek 2 is good.
Come on now.
What are you guys' favorite potato chips?
Oh, okay. Does it have to be potato chips? Because I really like the sweet chili Doritos.
Ooh, those are good.
The purple bag Doritos.
Maybe some Cool Ranch Doritos for me.
I can't eat those, so
those aren't potato chips.
They aren't. They technically are not potato chips.
So I'm
not potato chips, correct. I was in terms of potato chips, pure potato chips. I don't know why I'm holding my wallet all of a sudden.
It's for the SSN. We told you that we needed it.
I don't keep my social security card in my wallet. That's the stupidest thing you can fucking do.
I keep mine right here, dude. I keep mine like right here.
Trader Joe's sells these dark russet potato chips. Try them if you can.
Dark russet? What is dark russet?
Bro, you first the apples, and now you don't know potatoes, dude. There's Yukon Gold, there's russet potatoes, there's red potatoes.
Nope. Bro, I just know the one.
Why did you say no to the Trader Joe's dark russet potatoes? Trader Joe's is a brand? Is it the? But these are dark. They're like.
I like Trader Joe's as a brand.
He doesn't like billionaires. That's what he said.
I don't really like dark potato chips.
I don't really shop at Trader Joe's that much, but those fucking potato chips are pretty good.
Have you ever had the corn candy or whatever? The candy corn that they do for Halloween? It's like a time thing. They like sell. I had coworkers that would like, because they sell out so fast. I had coworkers that would literally buy them off you. Like there's like a little mini black market for Trader Joe's candy corn stuff.
It's a black market for Trader Joe's candy corn stuff.
Isn't black market where you like buy kids or some shit?
Better, you having like a stroke?
I'm so sorry. Is it black market where you sell legal shit though? All right, so what would be your partner's dream job? How do you like your eggs cooked? These are such shitty questions, dude. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So I got it. So Sean's dream job is to be on an island getting his feet tickled and his ear licked while he brews the world's finest IPAs.
Yeah, dude, and while he's fucking hitting his fucking vape that he calls an asthma inhaler shit, dude. Dude, it's sunny side up. My favorite eggs.
I imagine Zach's dream job would be going back in time and actually designing a good swastika.
An even better, more efficient swastika.
I don't understand. I don't get it.
Where did that come from?
I have no idea.
You're a designer, right? You do marketing.
I'm a designer.
You decide for Germany.
I mean, look. Obviously, fuck the Nazis, but they had a good design. The Hugo Boss. You know what I mean?
I don't think so. I don't think black, white, and red go together. Like it doesn't make sense to me.
They did just choose the most evil. I have a genuine question.
They chose like all of the power and scary colors, but it's like you could do better.
I have a genuine question, and I don't know. This probably I can't talk. This probably has been answered somewhere. Why do a lot of Eastern powers and communist powers tend to trend for the most like evil colors, like red?
I forget.
Did he hurt himself? Did I say something?
No, it's just so funny because I don't know how he got here. I'm just so confused.
I don't know. I've always thought this though. Like, why do they like? Because from our like, you know how like in your history class, they're always like the colors in the book mean something, and we all subconsciously kind of understand that a lot of these colors represent a lot of these feelings or whatever. And I mean, I guess the United States has a lot of red too, but like. They really lean into the red stuff.
They got the Jojo brain
in the eastern part of the world, and I just don't understand. Like, is it just like a cultural thing where like it's viewed?
Red means something, at least in like the communism thing. Like I remember, like so if you listen to Les Mis, there's a song in Les Mis called "Red and Black," and
there's a song in America called "Black and Yellow."
That's more my style. I got while he looks that up, Zach, I got these like really shitty candies that look so they're these little like soda candies. They're trash. Alexa said she liked them, and we got some recently, and they're trash. Yeah, this shit looks like fucking guinea pig food, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What is it supposed to be?
It's like a
shit looks like a rock.
It's like
dude.
a cola
pedophile. So black means trauma and death, and red is associated with blood.
Oh, so perfect. Let's make a flag. Let's make it our whole thing as a country.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be dialectical, like it's supposed to be a discussion or like and it's just like it's whatever, dude. You know, it's unity, stuff like that, dude. Unity. Life and death. Brotherhood.
I love this power position where we're talking about things that are unconventional but really stand for power. This position Ben's in is.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm being a bottom right now. What the fuck? What is Sean doing? I just wanted a therapy session. I don't know what the fuck he's playing. Fucking leapfrog over there. I don't know what he's doing.
I hope someone walks into you so bad right now.
Who, Sean? I think he's home alone. I think. Are you tying the noose now, Sean, or what are you doing?
Hold on, dude.
Just kick the chair. I think you kicked the mic. That sounded horrible. Dude. Okay, so you want to hear a life update? Sorry, I don't mean to.
You can go fuck yourself is what you can do.
I don't mean to break off of the Nazi color theory conversation. I just had nothing to put in.
You just found your episode titled Nazi color theory.
I have a great Nazi video that I did.
He actually does. And the thumbnail, we went through a few iterations of the thumbnail. Yeah. I think some of them were probably a little too much.
No. I loved all of your thumbnails.
Yeah, actually really good. Zach, do you like roller coasters?
I kind of have like a little fear of heights. And so I've not been on many roller coasters. I've been on a couple. Nothing crazy, but I've been in a couple and they're fun. So if we were to ever go to an amusement park, you'd probably need to convince my little bitch boy ass to go on one, and then I would have a good time. And then I probably...
Ben loves convincing little boys of doing things.
Okay, dude, what the pedophile? What is this fucking bit now?
That's your dream job.
What? Wait, what? Well, being a pedophile is my dream job? John...
Hold on. Ben is a pedophile?
New thumbnail, dude. Let's go. Okay, if you're gonna do the face, you have to make it so the whole camera can see it. All right, do a face. Do a thumbnail face. I'm gonna put a dick in your mouth and I'm gonna send it to you, dude.
By the way, I really like. I don't know. The text kind of cuts it off, but the "We Live in a Society" meme from last episode made me laugh pretty hard.
Yeah. It was real good. Okay, but I already asked you, Sean. But do you like roller coasters?
No, actually, I don't like roller coasters at all.
So, Zach, I don't know if you can tell. I'm not really a rush seeker. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I sit home and talk to my girlfriend and play Pokemon on RetroArch. So I'm not really the kind of guy that likes to go out and do things and drive fast and all that. I'm not into any of that. So you'd think that I wouldn't like roller coasters, and you'd be correct. I don't like roller coasters. My two least favorite things are spinning, because when I was very young, I was
on your dating profile. It's like, what is your least favorite thing?
And I just have like a whole paragraph.
No, you're just spinning.
When I was very young, Brian's father actually was spinning us on a tire swing. And on the way home, I yacked in his car. And ever since, I thought that I was like allergic to spinning. And I don't really like testing it. Obviously, I know that I'm not allergic to spinning, but I'm saying I'm not interested in yakking again because of spinning. So I don't like spinning for that reason. And going upside down in water.
Did I say earlier? I had a thought earlier when I said we should do a whole podcast upside down.
Well,
I thought to say that. I don't know if I said that.
Movie magic. Easy, yeah, I was going to say movie magic, dude.
Welcome to the podcast, everyone.
You can stay like that, Sean. Don't give a shit. If you want to keep that the entire rest of the podcast, feel free. So I don't like spinning, and I don't TikTok style. Oh, never mind. I don't like spinning, and I don't like.
No, that doesn't make sense to me. It's just a circle. How are you rotating it, and then suddenly TikTok style, dude?
I don't know what you mean by that. Sean, it's vertical. You're vertical instead of horizontal. Stop fucking acting like you're laughing, dude. Fucking you're acting like what? Dude, you're vertical versus horizontal. Acting. You're landscape versus portrait. What are you not getting?
It's a circle, dude, right? That's a circle.
What the fuck is a circle? You're talking about the lens of a camera?
The camera is a circle, and you're telling me this is portrait and this is landscape? It doesn't fucking make sense. He's gotta be fucking
with me. He's fucking with me, right? You're absolutely fucking with me. Anyway.
Look, dude. Portrait? Landscape.
Well,
were you the guy that discovered that ketchup was more viscous than honey?
Yeah, dude, you're the science guy, idiot, and you can't figure out how to fucking move thing 90 degrees. Stop acting like you're laughing.
But it's a circle.
So I don't like spinning and I don't like going upside down. The first ride we go on at at Six Flags is Supergirl. It just looks like one of those things that you kind of sit in a chair and it just brings you around like this. Kind of tame, you know, until it started going really fast and also tilting to the side. So I was spinning and going upside down.
It's a roller coaster?
A ride. I don't know. Not exactly a roller coaster. But it was spinning really fast and then tilting, so I was upside down. So the first ride we went on were the two things I did not want to go on. So I was kind of good there. And everybody, you know, Alexis and Joe were much more scared than I was. So I went with Alexis, Joe, and Barney. Don't start with me. I'll get you with a Candace at some point, I promise. And Joe was coming. Joe was coming on the ride. So it kind of hit a point where it had to like kind of go back down and, you know, come to horizontal, and it kind of like hit a little bit of a ledge, you know, had to like hit a threshold. Is this gonna be a thing? So stop fucking acting.
My face when it's a circle. MFW when it's a circle. Or MFW it's a circle.
MFW when.
MFW when.
So it hit like a threshold and then it kept moving down. But that threshold made the seats you know, wave a little bit. And Joe, every time it would go on the way down, he would go, It was like, Joe, shut the fuck. I was screaming at him to shut up. I was like, you're so fucking annoying. Shut up. Because there's like kids around and it's a Six Flags.
I can just imagine a car full of kids, you and this guy's making that noise, and you're just like, shut up. Shut the fuck up.
It literally was like that. I was screaming at him from the thing. I think I was 2 seats in front of him. I had no problem on that ride, actually. I was totally fine. But we went on a few. That was like the biggest one. We went on bumper cars, and Alexis does not drive, and she was drifting like she's been driving all her life, which was kind of crazy on bumper cars, which I didn't even think was possible. We went on a ride that was
bumper cars.
What's that?
Yeah, you can drift on bumper cars.
I wasn't doing it. I was trying to stay away from people because you're supposed to only go one way, like around this thing. And people would just constantly get into pileups, and I was like avoiding that with my.
Were you that kid in the bounce house that would just get scared because all the other kids were jumping?
Yes.
Too high.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, that was me occasionally.
Yeah, 100%. There was this ride, an actual roller coaster called, I think it was called Gotham City. I can't remember, but it's like pretty high up. I have acrophobia as well, Zach. I have a horrible fear of heights.
It's not completely. I went on when I was in Colorado, a gondola, like on a cable, up the Rocky Mountains, like up like 12,000 feet. And that scared me, but I did it. But like it also, like I don't like ledges. That's the main thing. I don't like ledges.
Yeah, I hate ledges.
I don't like ledges. And then like some rides, like roller coasters, it's because it was built by man.
Yeah.
You know, if it was built by Fox, I would not have a problem with it. But it was built by man.
What if it was built by a woman?
Man is inherently flawed. Society, if you know those memes where it's like a futuristic city and it's like society if like root beer had no calories or some dumb shit like that.
Society if no women.
Society if women. No, society if women built roller coasters is the meme I'm rolling with right now.
On fire. Yeah. Okay, but we're on this roller coaster built by a woman. Weirdly enough, built by a women. No, but we were on this roller coaster and
spelled WOMYN.
Is that like the dragon thing? A wyvern?
No,
anyway,
it's what you call a respectable.
No, actually, wyverns are
wyverns.
So it goes up, and then it's like flat, and it looked really tame because it's pretty slow. But it goes around these really sharp turns, mind you. While we're getting on, so there's 2 seats. It's me in the back and Alexis in the front. And while they're putting the thing down to strap me in, it doesn't close because my fat ass is too big. So I had to take shit out of my pockets and move it over because I couldn't fit in. And I was like, well, that's not a good sign. And when we're going around like 10 sharp turns. It doesn't slow down. It brings you across, it whips you across, and Alexis is being thrown around. Every time we went around a turn, I heard, and I'm like, oh, one of these turns is going to kill us. Like one of these turns is just going to break off and kill us. I think they did that on purpose to make you feel like that. Terrifying experience. That was the worst ride of them all. It was horrifying.
Add some extra shock to your ride.
Yeah, it was
some noises in.
Genuinely terrible. It was like the most terrifying ride we went on by like a wide margin. And then we just went on a few like nothing rides too. Didn't really mean much. But I don't really like rides. I haven't really socialized in a while either. But it was a good time overall. I mean, I can't complain.
I do really.
Supposed to be a life update.
Oh yeah, this is my life update.
Cool.
Yeah, I socialized for the first time in a few years, and then I played Pokemon for the rest of the week, brother. That's right. And then on what was it Thursday? And Thursday I had an interview for a much better paying position. Let's fucking go. And I feel like I did mid, and I used the Zoomer term. This is that is the wave, or something is the wave. And I realized that I used that term after I used it.
I don't think I've ever said that.
I don't think it matters that I used it. I just found it funny, and I was thinking like, what if I said like poggers or something on the interview?
I've said some wild shit at work before.
We're offering $30 an hour.
Pog, dude, that's fucking huge, dude. That's fucking hyper omega pog.
True.
Yeah, big if true.
Big if true.
But that was
it's giving money.
Yeah, I brought this up. Earlier. It's giving. It's serving.
What? You talking about the Nazis again?
Yeah, dude. Have you seen Kyle? You see my friend Kyle?
What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Kyle, he's about this tall? No?
Oh, okay,
Kyle?
now I get it.
Kyle, he's about this tall. He runs around going, catch me, catch me, catch me.
I know,
no,
I get it.
He's got like a mustache like right here. He's about this tall.
Yeah, no, I see the joke, the high school jokes. I get it now.
You've seen Kyle?
Have you seen Kyle? I see where you're going with this. I see where you're going with that, dude. That's
you're gonna cut that out, though.
Yeah,
right?
no, I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna.
I see through your alt right.
Well, now propaganda. At least now I have a thumbnail, Sean. That's actually kind of sick. Actually, I just have your pog face looking at you doing that.
Actually racist.
It's funny that he called me out for being a Nazi, because I am attempting to try to go to.
Dude, you cut that, dude.
He cut it right there. It's funny because he made fun of. It's funny that he made a fun of me because I'm a Nazi, because I am.
Did I say that? It's funny that he called me out for allegedly being a Nazi. I am not, because I am trying to go to Germany later this year, if possible.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're all trying to unite in Germany.
It's illegal to do anything Nazi related in Germany, right? It's like very illegal.
Yeah, for sure. It's like very illegal. It's also illegal to steal babies.
You know that? Remember that YouTuber?
It's a weird law. Here's 5 weird laws in Germany you might not know about. Is
wait, you can't steal babies? You can't hurt people?
You can't steal babies. You can't hurt people.
What the fuck are you supposed to do in Germany then?
Have
you
sex.
Can't steal babies, act like a Nazi, or kill or hurt
Drink
people.
Beer.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, no, that was Nazi talk, dude. It's kind of it's.
We're treading on some really thin line here, because like it is funny, but also like I do want to make it abundantly clear, like fuck Nazis.
Yeah. Well, is Sean actually lagging? No, he's staying still again.
Yeah.
So, a funny idea. We just have the first thumbnail, but instead of like gray and then the Twitter symbol on the back, it's just a swastika, a Nazi flag behind us. Like, are we actually Nazis?
A hard turn.
Just the title is like a deep secret I need to let you know about or something. I've been hiding my secret for too long.
Oh man, I was actually talking to my boss about Mein Kampf earlier today.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I said that when in high school we'd go to the adult section of the library, and we'd like read the slang books that has curse words in them, or we'd be like, this is Hitler on it, Mein Kampf. Ha ha ha.
I won't get too much into the politics of it, but there is a candidate running in Arizona right now who, look this up, it's true, when asked what is his most underrated quote, replied with the Unabomber's writings.
Oh.
And he is a leading candidate in our elections right now.
I'm not gonna lie. The Unabomber has made some interesting points, and
he's made some interesting points. I don't know if as a politician you could say I would just ask what is your most underrated quote? Just go, I think Ted Kaczynski's manifesto is what?
Have I told you guys that I know someone who's written to him, been pen pals with him, while he was in jail?
While he's in jail, dude. I actually had this whole. Yeah, I know. I actually had the whole conversation with someone about this recently, where I was asking, "Do you think I could pull up to the facility that he's in and watch?"
You can write him a letter.
You can write him a letter.
Yeah. So this guy that I know,
we should all three of us write the Unabomber a letter and send it as a group.
That'd be so funny. That'd be so funny. I would totally do that.
We could.
Can we get you on our podcast, Unabomber?
but the thing is, so this guy that I know's father wrote a couple letters back and forth with the Unabomber in jail, and basically he was asking him questions like, so I read in your manifesto this, do you really, does it extend to this or whatever? And the Unabomber would just reply, Ted Kaczynski would say basically, I don't want to have to repeat myself if you're not smart enough to understand what I'm writing. Basically just don't fucking talk to me, kid. And it's, apparently he's fairly, because I guess he just wants, I don't know what he wants, you know what I mean? He's basically just stop asking me stupid questions.
Forgive my ignorance. What did I make jokes about the Unabomber because it sounds funny. I don't actually know what he.
So he was an MIT. I think he dropped out, or maybe he graduated, but he basically
got the MK Ultra experiments in MIT.
Yeah, with
at Harvard.
The acid shit.
Yeah, and he was an assistant professor at Harvard when he was recruited into the MK Ultra experiments and was given acid and was screamed at by lawyers. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he fucked off. He sort of had a break, and he fucked off and lived on his own sort of, and was just so humanity is really fucking up nature, and we need to kind of go back to respecting some natural order and stuff like that. And basically he just sent a bunch of bombs, and there's an argument to be made, not to be a sympathizer for the Unabomber, but he didn't no one died, or maybe one person died.
No, the Unabomber was active for 20 years and killed 3 people and maimed about 14 more.
Yeah, so 3 people out of 14. He wasn't trying to kill.
Yeah, but other people lost their hands and eyes and stuff.
Okay, but he didn't. No.
It was over 20 years. He was one of the most active, longest active serial killers in American history.
But here's the thing: if he wanted them dead, they'd be dead.
When are we doing a regurgitated debate podcast where we talk about the ins and outs of the Unabomber's killings? I'm down for that shit.
You know what's funny? I actually had a whole conversation about the Unabomber with someone earlier this week. Tells you a lot about me. And one of the guys who lost his hand and lost his eye actually ended up working on the Donald Trump campaign for his last election.
So he should have.
And one of my friends, the friend I was talking to, made a really funny joke where it was it's a shame someone forced him to become a lefty. I thought that was a very funny joke.
Yeah, I get it because he blew his hand off.
Yeah, because his hand got fucking blown off by the Unabomber. Yeah.
Are we gonna get stop lagging? First of all, is this episode just gonna get age restricted to shit at this point. We're talking about the Nazis and the Unabomber, like for the majority of what we have already recorded.
What was I think our first episode was like apples. What else did we talk about?
We talked about apples and cancel culture, which already is like weird for the YouTube algorithm.
I don't think our conversation with cancel culture though was anything that people would be upset with. I think if people heard our conversation on cancel culture, they'd go like, yeah. And like both sides of the aisle. I think they go like, yeah, okay.
And then fine. I think when you compare it to episode 5 where we start talking about Nazis and the Unabomber, I feel like that's just a different.
I'm sorry.
I'm happy. I don't give a fuck as long as you're fine saying it. I don't give a shit. But
what's the biggest booger you've ever picked?
Dude, I pick out boogers. Oh, do you want to hear? Want to hear something crazy?
I actually have a funny booger story. No, I said that jokingly, but I actually have something for this.
So
go
you
ahead.
know how people have a booger chair or a booger wall?
Yeah.
I don't have a booger chair or a booger wall, but
you got a booger ball sack.
I don't put the boogers under my nutsack. No, I put when I'm at night when I'm half asleep, I'll pick my nose and I'll pick out the big dry boogies and I'll just drop them behind my bed under the radiator. And if the louder the ding they make when they hit the radiator, the more satisfying it is. That's actually how I work with
Okay, I hate men so much, but.
I have a. This isn't really a booger story, but it involves my nose. I was eating a cheeseburger one time, and someone made me laugh, and it went up and came out of my nose. I sneezed a piece of cheeseburger. It went in my thing and then up through my nose. And it hurt.
Yeah,
I literally got a piece of cheeseburger coming out of my nose.
Oh my god, dude! No, fuck that, dude.
I kind of want to get a really long noodle and see if I can replicate that, and I can like tie it in a knot. That'd be fun.
You know, Steve-O did so much cocaine that he can actually take a noodle.
He's a deviated septum.
So he can like floss his nose and like his mouth and stuff through his nose.
How comfortable are we talking about jerking off?
I'm fine with talking about jerking off.
To an extent.
I was just wondering, like, normally people come in like a sock or like in a napkin or whatever. Do you ever? Is there any way? How do I ask this question?
I come in my pants like an adult, dude.
I come all over my fucking belly, dude.
Your belly,
all up on my tummy, dude.
The same tummy that's eating the.
I got a tummy full of tangerines and a tummy covered with coming
on your tangerine tummy. Oh no!
Oh, that would be a good. I know you like an alt rock kind of song title coming on my Clementine tummy.
Well, have you?
You know what I call that?
I hate that. What do you call that, Joe Mama?
My Clementine tummy.
A frosted bunt cake. I don't fucking know.
Like no, all I wanted to know.
Hold on. Let's spend the next 30 minutes coming up with a good pun for semen and oranges.
Oranges? You can make what are those drinks called? The mimosa?
Orange, you glad I...
You just call out a mimosa? You just come on your tummy and eat tangerines and call out a mimosa? Is that what you're proposing right now?
Yeah, dude. Those shits are fucking fire, right? People like those. And people like coming on their tummy with tangerines in their tummy.
What I'll do is I'll come on my tummy and then I'll lay flat on my girlfriend and I'll let it dry and I'll call it the Siamese twin.
And then you can't disconnect. That's actually true. It's actually stronger than glue. I don't know if you've heard. But my question about
it's
coming,
more viscous than honey.
Right, that's true. My question.
That's not true.
No. Tell me, Sean. Is it true? Is it coming more viscous than honey? Do the test right now. Just
we could.
Checking it.
No, we could do the test, but I'm home alone for a little
while. So what was like the? You ever like? I'll give you an example of the story. Maybe you'll get where I'm trying to get at. I want to say, have you ever like come by accident? But like everybody has. But I want to explain to you what I mean.
What?
So
what? No. Explain. What does come by accident mean?
Well, everybody's come by. Okay, hold on. You'll understand what I mean. You'll understand what I mean when I explain.
Like too early when you're trying or to have sex, or do you mean just like you're walking in the grocery store and you
just wet your pants? No. For example, I was home alone in high school, I think, before my dad got home, and I was trying to bust one out. And he got home as I was finishing, which was just always the worst. It happened a few times when I was in high school, always the worst. And I got some on my chin, and I did not know. And he noticed before I did. You ever you ever have a situation like that? Not specifically coming on your chin, but like coming on something and realizing that you made a mess.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, like,
no.
Do you mean like in a area where you weren't expecting it?
Even if you were like having sex with somebody and you
yeah, just like say hypothetically you were rubbing your penis against your parents' couch.
Let's say hypothetically you found the life hack where you put the sponges in the Pringle can.
Oh no, I have a story about
fuckers.
that. No,
I gotta like go past my head and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's gone in places I didn't want it to be, but it's always been an intentional act to release,
right? But like if you pull
the demons,
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said accidentally come. Like if you like pulled out or something,
he's getting the sample.
Yeah, he's rubbing it out real quick. Like if you've ever were having sex or something and you pulled out and you came and then it like got in a place that you never thought it would get to and you just had like a cum mess that you realized you had to like hours or days later. Anything like that?
Not hours or days later. Maybe like 10 minutes.
You just have like
I've had an instance where I'm jacking off like in the shower, and then like maybe halfway through the day I go like go to scratch my ankle or something, and there's just like kind of residue on the hair of my.
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Like you're jacking off in the shower, and then it's like, and the thing is like, the thing is like, you're drying off or whatever. There's always like, at least for me, there's always like residual. It's like when you're peeing, there's always a drop that you miss or whatever, and I think it just like falls down onto my ankle or sometimes onto my thigh or something like that.
Oh, on that note, sorry, y'all get
go ahead.
I was gonna say y'all get dribbly dick right after you pee.
I mean, yeah, sometimes.
Like you just have to like
wait, another thing, y'all get post piss shivers.
Yeah.
Post piss shivers?
Or just piss shivers. Yeah. Piss shivers.
Yeah,
like you peeing and you just go,
Wait, what are piss shivers? No, I don't know what that is.
You get a shiver when you're peeing for some reason.
Never.
It's a thing that I've noticed like half the people I ask. Just good sample size here. Experience. Hashtag normalized piss shivers.
Okay, so you want to hear something that you're going to judge me for, Zach?
That I'm going to what you for?
Judge me for.
You're going to jack him for?
I only piss sitting down.
I went to a therapist one time and I was like, man, this is genuinely a true story. I went to a therapist one time and I came to her and I had a lot of things, but I was like, I'm really afraid of people's judgment. And she said, oh, that's because obviously it was more complex than this, but she said, oh, you're a judgmental person. And you're constantly judging people, which is why you are afraid of everyone's judgment. Yeah. And so instead of fixing that, and this is now like a half true story at this point. And so instead of actually fixing that and working on myself, I've just leaned into it. And now I judge everyone all the time.
Yeah. So now every time I say I'm going to go piss, you just think about how embarrassing it is that I sit down when I piss every time.
Thought bubble.
It gets gross. I was taught by my mother how to piss. And I just always found
it's funny to say it like that, but I think everyone does.
I found it more comfortable to sit when I piss, like she did. So obviously, so so I sit when I piss.
I'm not gonna make fun of you for that.
But. But what I do sometimes, you know what a mommy massage is?
No.
So it's when you take your nails and you very lightly rub like your back or near your like you have like little peach fuzz on all over your back. I mean, I don't know. You might be hairy as shit, but Sean, that was so much deeper than it needed to be, bro. What the fuck? Is that a hot dog? You can't eat that. Sean, you know what a mommy massage is, right? Am I dumb? Is this not like a normal term? A mommy massage? A mommy
Do you know
massage.
What a mommy massage is?
No,
it's when someone very lightly rubs your back, and you get goosebumps.
Yeah, it's like when your mom kisses your ear and sticks her tongue in your ear.
When you get kissed like Tom Brady's son.
Thinking of accidentally coming, dude. That's so crazy, dude.
Have you ever seen that video of Tom Brady's kissing? Have you seen that video of Tom Brady kissing his son? Dude, there's a few of them, but you ever see the one where he's getting a massage and he kisses his son?
I did.
Yeah.
I
watched that a couple times.
We have an NFL channel in the Discord that we normally hang out in. And
do you like football?
No.
What?
No.
People hang out in that? I have that muted.
So people will sometimes post shit in there. But there was a short stint where I would just like edit memes just to like, and it would be nonsensical. It would have nothing to do with the meme. And it would, the one that goes like, did you know that, did you know? And then it's that, something, and then something else. I would just put like Tom Brady and Tom Brady kissing his son in that meme, and I would just post it in there.
The one where he's getting the massage, right?
I don't know about the massage one. I know about the massage one, but I don't think I ever did that meme. But I would just do a bunch of different memes, and then they would just tell me to shut up.
There's a video of Tom Brady. He's getting a massage, and he has a towel over him. His assistant's massaging him, and his son comes in and he asks him something. I forget what he asks Tom Brady. And Tom Brady, his son tries to leave, and Tom Brady's like, no, you got to come over here and kiss me. And the son comes over and he just pecks Tom Brady on the lips and then walks away. And Tom Brady's like, no, not good enough. And the son comes back and deeper kisses Tom Brady and then walks out. It's a very odd thing that he did. I get the peck should be fine.
Yeah, no,
it's weird.
Surely.
I think it's weird regardless, but I'm willing to excuse a peck. I'm not willing to excuse a peck and then my son must come back and further kiss me on the lips. That's a little weird.
It's a bit odd. It is definitely a bit odd. I find it very funny. I gotta say, that's literally Sean just posted the meme that I was talking about. Mm-hmm. Yeah, did you know that?
Actually, I do like that meme. Oh my god.
Or why did we? Okay, first we were talking about coming, and then we were talking about Tom Brady and kissing his son.
You missed Hitler. It started with Hitler.
Hitler was there too. How are you, Zach? How are you doing? I can't think of it. I got nothing.
I'm okay. I'm doing all right.
Any life updates?
I'm being a productive worker guy right now. I had the conversation with my friend to try to do some traveling later this year. This was decent. It's decent. I don't got much for you. I don't got much for you right now. The fuck you want? The fuck you want, bud?
Well, I'll tell you what I want. I saw you today playing the Halo Insider.
Oh, yes. Do you have co-op?
I do.
I do. I got something I'm trying to do tonight, but if we end this quick enough, I do not have anyone to play co-op with me at this moment.
No,
but I have.
I'm going to go to bed. You guys can play your game.
So I haven't tried it because Evan would be the person normally I would try it with, and he has kind of shitty download speed, and he's not really interested in doing a fucking 60 gig download just to play something for a week, and then it's just not worth it to him, which I understand. So I got it, but I have no one to play with at this point. So I would definitely be down to play it with whomever. Did you play it with somebody today though?
No, I don't have anyone to play it with. Okay. One of my friends, Isaiah from The Grid Isaiah, said he might invite me to a game at one point, but our schedules are kind of all over the place. I don't know if that'll happen.
I don't know if you saw the video that they sent out, or it was a stream, I think. And they were showing off co-op and how you can grapple your friend from extra momentum. That shit looks sick as hell. Yeah.
I gotta say though, why are they taking out the fun shit from campaign? You can't do the fusion coil jump anymore. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The little fusion coil jump. They removed the tank gun.
The tank cannon is back.
Tank cannon is back.
Yeah, people were too mad about it. I don't know if it's back yet, but it's going to be back.
That's the secret weapon where you
sit at the end of a gun and you can pick it up. Yeah.
Supposedly that was not supposed to be in the game, which how does that even happen?
I don't know.
I don't even know how that happens.
Did you know that in Halo 3, the soccer balls are vehicles?
I think
I heard this from somewhere. I don't know where.
I just made that up. Watch that.
No. That was General Heed, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I know General Heed. Yeah. Did you know that in 1913 toaster ovens were airplanes?
That's so stupid. That was such a dumb silence.
Did you know that in 1913, Hitler actually...
He was alive then.
He was. It was World War One.
He was in that.
God, how do we even when we get away from Hitler and from coming?
You want to talk more about Hitler?
I'm actually literally just a Nazi.
You are? That's kind of sick, actually. Speaking
Can
of
we, like,
Nazis,
kill you live on stream?
You could.
is that like? But we
On
need to
my
like
way.
upload the podcast like live leak though. Which I think
Instead
would
of
make
Live Leak doesn't exist anymore, dude.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's gone. R.I.P.
I watched a lot of fucking fucked up videos on live leak growing up. Shock
Live Leak,
videos.
Live Leak raised me.
Yeah, is that so?
You know, some people say they were like an Xbox kid or a PlayStation kid or a Nintendo kid or a Disney Channel kid or a Nickelodeon kid or a Cartoon Network kid or a Cooking Channel kid
or Animal Planet.
A really little kid that you can't catch or a big old kid who everyone makes fun of.
But you were a live leak kid.
Was a Live Leak kid, yeah.
You ever
I watched people die on the internet.
You ever see the video of the? I think it was also on YouTube because it wasn't too fucked up. But it was a cow who got half of its head taken off by a train and just lived it the rest of its life fine because they're just so dumb that it doesn't matter anyway. That was pretty.
I don't know
if that
last part's that it's true. There was this old video me and Ethan used to send that was horrible, absolutely horrible, but it was insane. It was on an Omegle chat room, and this guy had a baby chicken in front of the camera, and there were like two girls staring there and like, is that a baby chicken? Is that a baby chicken? And the guy just types in tits in the chat, and they're like, what? Tits? No, we're not doing that. And he says, tits, or I'll move it closer. He said, closer. And you see there's a snake in the back of the table, and he moves the baby chicken back and it focuses in on the snake, and they're like, oh my God. And they're like, no, we're not going to do it, but please don't. He feeds the chicken to the snake. It's not, I mean, like, people feed chickens to snakes. It's not the worst, but it's pretty fucked up to do.
Yeah, you're traumatizing some poor kids probably with it. Yeah. No, I've seen some fucked up shit on Live Leak. And then some of it sometimes feeds into feeds over to YouTube where they'll get
most
videos.
Of the shit that most of the really fucked up shit I just get filtered through 4chan. Not anymore. I don't go to 4chan anymore.
Most of the fucked up shit Sean gets sent to him with an untitled thumb drive that gets sent to him in the mail.
Yeah, I've actually the video.
You know, you can write Jared Fogle from jail.
Dude, we can get so many cool criminals on the podcast right now. Why are you acting like you're lagging for that?
Dude, what if the podcast just became us shit? The shit post was just real life letters, like just feedback, like, "Hey, you're in fucking jail, loser." Fucking just like.
What was I gonna say? What were you talking about right before? Just fucking talk about Jared Fogle.
I have a juicy wife you can't kill.
Oh, what the fuck? I was just gonna say that I used to watch World Star Hip Hop, which is the biggest mistake in the world. It's mostly fights, but sometimes it's like really just fucked up shit. And I'm
just on r/public freakout now.
I thought it was fake for a while, so I watched for like one day I just stumbled across actually using the random button, funny enough, I think, on the r/watch people die.
Remember
real.
that.
That's real.
I remember. It's gone now. It's gone
now. Yeah. I watched a lot of people die, and I thought it was fake. It was not fake.
You thought all of the videos on r/watch people die were fake?
Yeah. Well, I wasn't really familiar with Reddit in general.
How did you think they were fake?
I didn't think anything of them. I thought it was just like
some of them were like
production.
linked to current events too, whether they were assassinations or when like ISIS was a thing.
Oh, it was nothing. It was before that. It was very, very long time ago.
Shinzo Abe, dude.
It's a little too recent. Hey, R.I.P. Shinzo Abe.
His death video.
I don't know what the fuck anything about Shinzo Abe. I don't know.
His shooting video. It was very interesting to me, and not to get political, but
because no one ran,
no one reacted because they're not used to that.
And everyone put their cameers away. I thought that was interesting too. In every video you find, no one's like, oh, I gotta get. They're all like, no. Yeah.
I thought that was really
any of the videos of him getting assassinated. They all like see it happen and then put the camera away.
The one guy that's recording the video of him getting assassinated. Yeah. But yeah, no.
In America, you would have like zoomed in on that shit.
Dude, I literally was I was watching fucking. I don't watch TikToks that often, but I was watching TikToks for like the 4th of July and shit, and it was actually like kind of sad how many of them were like, we're having a good night here. And then it's just like music drop and there's some shooting nearby and they're just running home. It's just like, come on, man.
Oh, in Philadelphia.
There are different, I don't like. There are certain places that nobody got hurt, but there was someone firing a gun in a crowd, in like just different places during 4th of July. But it's just like, come on, man! Like it's so funny because people will make TikToks, like people from like the Europe or whatever will make TikToks where it's just like an American kid trying to get to elementary school class. And it'll just be like, you'll just see someone walking, you just hear like in the background, just bullet sounds just whizzing by. It's just, it's a funny way to, make it funny, but it is like pretty fucked, isn't it? Like
I occasionally, what's weird for me is that occasionally I will get dreams that like I'm back in school and there's a school shooting going on. And I feel like that is weird just because like I have not once dreamt about school in like years.
Yeah.
And then suddenly I'm having dreams where it's like we're in and there's just like a massive.
I don't want to say the name in case it's sensitive. I don't think he would mind, but I do have a friend who you guys know the name of and have seen things for that was in a school shooting last year.
Really?
Yeah, I'll tell you it's probably fine, but I don't want to risk it. It's kind of a sensitive
it's terrifying,
topic.
Dude. It's so fucking scary. I know that it's like the whole thing is that it's like sensationalized school shootings and obviously it should be, but it makes us feel like it's a lot more common than it actually is a lot of the time.
Yeah, and I sometimes like I feel like the argument that you sometimes like someone we know makes the argument that they just shouldn't televise them because it glorifies it and like it makes copycat school shooters.
Yeah.
But there's something else going on because like we had bullying in our school. We had people that we joked about being school shooters that weren't going to be school shooters.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Again, it's probably fine. I just don't want to like blast it without consent.
Yeah, that's crazy. It is. Yeah.
Ben's all about blasting without consent.
Oh, dude, I heard you had this sick private island, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Aruba, Jamaica.
Yeah, and there's
I want to take you. Saint Kitts.
And in the words of Jeffrey Epstein, if I am to die in this prison,
fit, don't quit.
That's what he said. That is what he said.
In the famous words of Jeffrey Epstein, "Hey Ben, welcome back."
Wait, who did I just say? Did I say Jeffrey Epstein just now?
Yeah, you said Jeffrey Epstein.
I meant to say John McAfee.
Oh, that's a crazy story.
Yeah, it's crazy that he got assassinated for being the truth teller, dude.
Yeah, I'm saying. I've been saying that for years. I was going to vote for him, dude.
You were going to vote for John McAfee?
I'm going to vote for John McAfee, but I can't anymore. I guess.
You know when they found like his Bitcoin mining operation in that like hotel, like abandoned hotel, it had like a giant satellite on it, and the electricity draw was like some huge thing, and they're like, this hotel has like 3 guests. Why does this have like the electrical draw of like a city?
The John McAfee story is crazy. No, but right before he died, he tweeted out like, "If I'm gonna die, it's not me that killed me; it's somebody that killed me." And that's how I'm gonna go.
If I
was gonna kill myself, I would say something like that.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. I guarantee he had like cancer or something, and he was like, "Fuck it."
I don't think he had cancer. I think.
I just meant like. Oh, maybe. Yeah,
I think he was going to be in prison for the rest of his life, and I don't think he could have handled that.
Yeah, I mean, he was fucking nuts. He's not going to be able to sit still in prison. Yo, you guys.
Maybe he was murdered. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Epstein was for sure murdered.
Yeah, Epstein was definitely murdered.
I'm waiting to see if Ghislaine Maxwell. That's my landlord. Ghislaine Maxwell gets.
You got to check on your landlord.
Yeah, my landlord named Elaine Maxwell. That's so weird. She's gonna get sniped, dude.
Who? Ghislaine Maxwell?
Ghislaine Maxwell? I don't mean sniped. I mean like they're gonna turn off the camera for half a second. There's gonna be a power grid failure or something, and then
just so happened to be
she'll wake up dead or something.
God, I hope that happens to me.
Just you wake up dead?
Yeah,
you wouldn't really wake up, would you?
I would wake up just to realize. Go back down.
Oh yeah, you're like, oh shit, and then you just go back to sleep.
Fuck,
dude. So
another Mondays, am I right?
Mondays, dude. So
a good final tweet.
Mondays, am I right?
Body of Zach found dead.
That's honestly, I'm saying it here now. If I die, please put on my gravestone like Mondays, am I right?
Mondays, am I right?
Yeah, or something like that.
Dude, so we're speaking of dying. We're watching the drama, I guess. We started it tonight. What just happened, Sean? Did you kick something? Your camera moved.
No.
All right. We're watching the drama Chernobyl, the HBO drama Chernobyl, which I've never watched. Sean, you've seen it, right? Yeah, you've seen it. You fucking idiot.
I've seen it too.
I think you and Eric were the only ones that saw it, but we're watching it with a bunch of buddies. It's just a drama version, dramatized retelling of Chernobyl. But everybody's British, which I thought was Sean gave the reasoning, and the reasoning does make sense, but
it's not really that good of a reasoning.
Yeah, it's kind of trash. Like I wanted to hear like "Privyet, suka." Like I really wanted to hear some hard Russian shit. You know what I mean? Like some just like Russian screaming. That's just fucking hilarious to me.
I think they just didn't want to hire too many. I guess they didn't hire enough or whatever Russian actors. And so the actors that they had were English speaking. And the director was like, well, I want it to feel realistic, like they're speaking a mother tongue. So we'll just have them speak English. And it's like, I'm not going to do the whole they should have had representation and just hired all Russians.
Yeah.
It feels like a cheeky retroactive fix. It's like, oh well, actually, I wanted them to sound very normal.
It's very odd to me, but it gives me the same vibes of I'm trying to think of a good example of it. You know, when shows have an alien language that you're not supposed to understand, but it's actually just another country's language. It's just Russian or just Chinese or something, and they're just trying to mask it. I think Moon Knight did that. I can't remember though.
What is that?
It's Marvel garbage. That was actually pretty good, but it's just another Marvel show. I have a fucking thing in my eye. See this? What the fuck? Dude, this is the most uppity, fucking high energy.
I don't know why. I'm exhausted. I have no idea. Dude.
Well, when you go to the couch, it'll excite you a little bit, and you wake up because you fuck couches. There's a joke there. You have sex with couches, and you come in your pants.
Do you want me to ruin a word for you?
Wait, Sean. Guess what word he's gonna say.
Is it for me or for Ben?
It's for Ben because he said it a moment ago.
What word could he mean? Suka.
No.
Fuck.
Couch.
Privyet.
No.
What is it?
You have no idea.
Uppity.
Well, why?
It's racist.
Uppity is racist.
Yep.
Oh God.
Uppity.
Is this a BuzzFeed article? What'd you find?
Yeah.
No, uppity. The word uppity comes. It was a racist thing that you used to call slaves that were acting out of order. You call them uppity. Yeah. It's actually a genuinely racist thing. I didn't know this until semi-recently too. I had a whole argument with someone about it. It's totally true. If you look it up, it's 100% based in racism. But most people don't I don't know. I feel it's my grandmother called me that when I was younger. It's fine, but
I think the words hit. They go through enough time where it's who cares?
But people will still call you out on it.
Well, I was playing an online version, Cards Against Humanity on Tabletop Simulator with some friends, and one of the cards said mulatto, and I had always been raised. My dad and mom were like, "Oh, that's a slur, so don't call people mulattoes." I learned that night that a lot of people actually don't think of that as a slur. They're like, "What's wrong with that?"
It's
word?
funny. I remember playing Call of Duty Zombies when I was a kid with my dad, and I used to accidentally call them mulatto cocktails all the time, and he was like, "Please stop saying that."
I don't know what that is. Is that a cookie? What is that?
No, it's someone that's 1/10 black, right?
Yeah, it's specifically, it's a diminutive word for a slave born, a barely passing spawn.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
And I'm racist.
Yeah, get up on your.
I gotta write that down.
Well, it goes back to Lizzo had a song earlier in the year where she had to remove the word spaz from the song because people got offended, and that one to me is a little like. That one to me, I'm a little lost on. But good for her.
Everything.
There was a you know the show Euphoria?
Yeah. I've heard of it. Yeah.
There was a character who she went on some kind of rant and she was like, everyone's fucking retarded. And I'm only bringing that up because I quoted it to someone else and they didn't seem to like that I said retarded. And so I was like, no, I mean, you're definitely right that I shouldn't have said that. Like in that sense, I said, to be honest though, the problem is I've been saying it for so long.
Yeah.
That like, it is like, I do, like we even say like rarded and so we try not to actually say the R word, so to speak.
The R word. Yeah.
But I just like, you just
do it the way Sonny did and call it donkey brains. That's fine.
Yeah. Well, but Always Sunny also did blackface, so
true. So
Norm Macdonald has a joke where he says Michelle Obama's oldest son Sasha, or as I like to call her, the uppity one, to even further prove my point on racism. Yeah. Still read the book. Great guy. Maybe a bad joke.
Yeah. Well, I think the thing about it is that
it's a good joke, but it's an awful joke.
I feel like certain words go through, time. Like I don't think anybody. Unless you're really going out of your way, nobody thinks of uppity as like a racist thing. You know what I mean? Like you obviously knew that it was at one time a racist thing to refer to, But I feel like
then if you refer as a friend, I probably wouldn't say too much because I know that you didn't know, or I know that you don't think that way. But if you were just like in the office and even like a black woman was like something, and you said like, "Oh, don't get too uppity." Like that would be a very problematic situation to be in.
If they knew what that meant, like if they made that connection.
Most black people, I'm sure, would know what that means.
You think so?
Yeah, I would. I would refrain from that.
I've never heard that until. Whatever.
But I had this exact same like arc of learning where I said it in a sentence and I was corrected on it. And I was like, what the I've said this my whole life. Like I've literally was used to describe me when I was being a shithead growing up. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it's not like has nothing to do with that anymore. But then like once that knowledge sticks in your head and you think about using it again, you're like, fuck. Because then now you know. That's why I said, do you want me to ruin a word for you? Because I had that same thing where I was like, I used the word, it was used for me. I had no fucking clue.
Yeah.
And someone told me, and I was like, fuck you. It's like, fuck you. I don't care.
And then,
this is a white person telling me this, by the way. This is not a black person telling me this. And I'm like, fuck you. But this is just a white guy telling me this. Yeah. And I was like, fuck you.
But then it's like, I
was like, it's like, God damn it. And I can't fucking use it anymore.
I don't know. I'm being a racist,
As a racist person.
As a person,
that's that'll be taken out of context. Wait till I'm running for president of the United States and that gets clipped.
I'm not racist, but
you don't vote for me.
I don't know. Cancel culture episode 2. Let's fucking go. Let's talk about this.
I don't think that was necessarily cancel culture. I was just informing you of the racist.
I'm going to be canceled. I'm going to be canceled in 10 years when I say the word fucking poop, and then somehow it's. I'm kidding.
Yeah, but dude, we could take a hard turn, like go alt-right and make a fuckload of money just making up bullshit.
That is
I was honestly thinking,
or we could just make a Twitter bot that just tweets Trump bad every other minute. And
that's also true.
That's true. The thing is, like, I was thinking about doing I think I mentioned this to you, Ben, or maybe I just mentioned it in like the chats. But I was thinking about doing like an alt-right style Colbert Report.
Just the Colbert Report, dude.
Yeah, me too.
Where I just make up bullshit conspiracies, just like,
like an onion.
Like African Americans.
I'm totally down to work on that idea.
Yeah,
if you need help with that, that's a very funny thing.
I was thinking of like, like Black Twitter is like the secret. Like Twitter won't let you, if you're white, they won't let you see the Black Twitter tweets, and they all want to like They all want to like.
I've been banned. The title of the video: I've been banned from Black Twitter or something.
Yeah. I've just been brainstorming stuff like what if?
I actually tried to. I actually put together a whole channel around a similar idea. It was going to be called Clickbait. It was called Clickbait News, which is kind of a spin. I kind of got some of the idea from Clickhole from The Onion a little bit.
That's fine.
And it was going to be like. It was going to be like kind of more online based stuff, but I was going to kind of just make shit up for specifically like make a clickbait title and then write like a comedy bit around it and present it like a news report. And I have like logos for it and stuff like that I made. And I think it's pretty good looking shit, but like I never actually did it. But it's funny.
Yeah,
it's a funny idea.
Because I was thinking, because like I have like a whole suit, like I could actually get dressed up. I could do like a green screen in the background where I'm like sitting at a desk. I could do like a whole like Colbert Report type stuff, right?
A Twitter account to pair with that would be funny too.
Yeah.
You guys see the? I mean, like every time Channel 5 drops a video on YouTube, and it's like
Channel 5.
You know Channel 5. Don't act like you don't know Channel 5.
I'm gonna out myself here for a moment. One of my plugs, one of my dealers for a certain substance, posted on his Snapchat that he was just hanging out with Andrew Callahan from Channel 5. He was just at his place.
That's
and I was like,
awesome.
dude, what the fuck? Yeah, I just missed him.
You know,
I saw Andrew Callahan again at a show. I went to the Kenny Beats live show in LA last year. I'm going again this year. It's going to be great. And Andrew Callahan was there hosting the Kenny Beats show in LA. I saw him in person.
Yeah, all gas no breaks.
Okay.
Anytime he drops a video, it's always, first of all, it's always flames. Second of all, I love just hearing crazy people talk. I want that genuine.
That's why this show's successful, kind of.
Yeah, right. I want that like authentic craziness in Sean's face. Are you okay, Sean? Are you sleeping? Oh no! What happened to him? What happened to him, dude? You're slowly.
Anyways,
your face is your muscles are slowly getting weaker and weaker, and your face is starting to like just fall into itself, and you just look like an idiot, dude. You look like a fucking dumbass. He's falling. He's falling, dude. Oh shit, dude. When Sean can't keep himself up, he just falls asleep.
I'm like a baby when I get tired. I just like my muscles in my neck and stuff just like stop working, and then like my head starts to hang.
All right. So Sean, then how about this? Rock, paper, scissors. If I win, we talk for another 20 minutes and then do the TikTok bit. And if you win, we do the TikTok bit right now.
Well, I think the show's not funny enough, so I just looked up jokes, and I'm going to read funny jokes.
Oh, okay, yeah, that works actually. That does work a lot.
Why did the golfer bring 2 pair of pants in case he got a hole in one?
Wait, you're supposed to pause. You're supposed to pause.
You have to give us the option to like respond.
Okay. How do you stop a bull from charging?
You just never responded. The joke is never made.
Cancel its credit card.
Wait, what? Oh, that's so dumb. Do another one, dude. I can figure one of these out.
I don't like that one. I'm skipping it. That one's like, it's not even funny because it's bad. Oh, what do you call a line of men waiting to get haircuts?
A line of men waiting to get haircuts. Forest. Oh, fuck. Forest.
Sigma.
A barbecue.
No,
Why do seagulls fly over the sea?
Because if
they flew over the bay, they would get bagels.
Oh man, I almost had that one. How about this? You ever read that Hungry Caterpillar?
Yeah.
That's just a question. That's not related to the joke. Why are ants immune to diseases?
Because of their really good exoskeleton.
Sean, do you have a response? Please say a response.
Why are ants immune to diseases?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
They're antibodies.
Here's a joke. 2 sheep walk into a bar.
What did he say?
2 sheep walk into a bar.
Oh, no. What is happening today?
This is the most neurodivergent podcast.
Dude, last episode we thought it was as bad as it could get. I'm like half asleep. Sean's just playing the guitar.
So off this time.
It's so funny. I kind of love it. Like, honestly, I kind of love it, though.
You gotta do some magic in the editing room. You gotta do some fucking zooms and sound effects and shit.
And then the
really
Pixar,
sell some of this shit.
Pixar animation, the Sean putting his hand in his fist in his mouth, the fucking ear licking. I have to auto-tune the music on this one, too.
Just put
crazy.
T-Pain over this.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby girl, what's your name, dude?
It's my library card, dude.
Shin Republic. Oh, that's sick.
Censor that, dude. All right, how about this one?
Dude, we talked about immediately talked about fucking the Unabomber and Hitler and coming. And then we said this podcast wasn't funny enough. Let's actually just tell jokes. Where's the story? So where are the fun life stories?
Okay. I
fucking hate my life. John, tell a funny story about me. I don't remember any of them.
I can tell a funny story about you.
Is it about me coming on my chin?
I promise you.
Oh, look at that. Oh my God. I'm stretching my leg. I have bad knees. Anyway, someone tell a story about me, bro. I don't care if it's fake. Fake story will believe.
Oh.
Sean, please just tell a story.
I thought Zach was gonna tell us.
So when I was 3 years old, I was walking home from school, and Ben pulled up in a van, and he said, "Kid, look, I'm missing my dog, and it'd mean a lot to me." No. But he did pull up in a van, and he said, "Kid." And keep in mind, you're how old now?
26.
26. I said I was 3 walking home from school by myself. So you would be 6 years old pulling up in a van.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly. So you pull up in a little Fisher Price van.
Okay, I pull up.
Oh, God.
So I pull up. Something about the after party.
Bro.
I shoot myself.
And
what happens in the van? What happens in the Fisher Price van?
So one time my wife was in a coma, and and the doctor comes out and says, "Sir, she's we've tried everything we can. Modern science is not going to fix this, but there's one thing I would like you to try, and it's a little bit unconventional. I want you to go in there and have oral sex with her." And I said, "My God, I don't know if I can." And he said, no, I've seen it work. So I go in there and I do my thing, and I come back out and they say, "Doc, she's choking." It's a Norm Macdonald joke. Buy the book, goddammit.
I think I've heard him say that joke too. Oh my God. Yo, how about this? Check this out. You want to hear a funny story about me?
Hey, check this out.
Here's a funny story about me. Podcasts are all about having an interesting story, right? I have 1,000 of them, right? I do a lot of things in my life. I don't just sit in my room most of the time and play Pokemon on my computer.
Yeah, sometimes you jack up.
Podcasts are all about making fun of feminists until I can afford another bag of cocaine.
Hey, you watch Cumtown too?
I do actually watch R.I.P. Steve
Stavros.
Stavros, yeah.
Okay. So Sean, play.
Is that a Cumtown thing, or did I just accidentally pull out a Cumtown bit and not even know it? I did not intentionally.
No, I just know that they have done cocaine before. At least Nick has.
Was that the connection you made? There's a lot of people that done. All right, Sean, play me a sad song. Play me a sad song. One time when I was very young.
Audio mixer. You're gonna turn yourself up, dude.
One time when I was very young. You got to play me like ambient music.
The Halo theme again.
Please ambient music. All right. Storytelling. He left. He walked away. He left the room. He like got up, stood straight up, and walked out of the room. All right. When I was very young. Oh, you got a dunce cap. That's on the floor. One time when I was a kid. Oh shit! All right. One time when I was a boy, I used to walk on my driveway in the summers, and it burned my feet until they felt like leather. And I used to walk up the street to go to my friend's house, and it hurt a lot of pain on my feet. But I would go because I liked my friend a lot. And I would go there and I would walk into his house. Can you continue playing the music? It's not dramatic pause yet.
Dude, you can sell this shot of your camera for like $10 on OnlyFans right now.
I know.
You're just giving it for free.
Trust me, I'll explain to you why my feet are like this. So I'd walk into his house and he would be playing Halo 3 on Sandtrap. No Xbox Live, just local. And
it's the most inaudible shit I've ever heard.
And I would pick up a controller and we'd play Infection with 3 people on Sandtrap. And the zombies would be really fast.
Talk faster.
The zombies would be really fast. And I would always lose because I'm not very good at playing games. And I always thought that it would be a nice thing if I, surprised my friends with a few color block cookies, and the cookies were at my house, so I had to walk back home. And when I walked back home, I picked up the color block cookies and I turned around again. But as I was walking up the street, the ground was so hot because it was the summer. So I burned the skin on my feet, and my feet started peeling. My feet skin started peeling and cracking, and my feet started just hurting. And I got up there and I finally got into the house, and his dog, who had mental problems, was sniffing the cookies, but the dog can't have them because there's cocoa in them, and cocoa isn't good for dogs. However, I opened the bag up and they were store-bought color block cookies. So when I was trying to hand them out, nobody was taking them.
Is this story going anywhere?
No, I got nothing.
Yeah,
I was trying to tell it's stories are, dude. Podcasts are about being interesting, and I've realized now 5 episodes in, I'm just not interesting.
No, you are interesting.
All right,
man.
tell me, give me an example of me being interesting.
Yeah, so this time at work a couple weeks ago, a coworker of mine asked me to play music.
Yeah.
And because I have energy of my headphones in, or they're playing music in the same room. And they were like, oh, you should pick the music. And I was like, oh, I really genuinely, I don't care. Put whatever you want on. And he exasperated, was like, dude, come on. I've been picking music for the last 2 weeks. I just want you to pick the music for a day. And I was so tempted to be like, well, I just want to not fucking be here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I have no interest in working, period. So just put on some goddamn music so we can get over with this shift, dude. I want to go home.
How'd that go? How'd that go over?
Oh, I didn't say anything. I just put on a Metallica album.
Okay, fair. Wait, with that out of the way, hey, Zach, do you have any
What?
Do you have any retro games that you enjoy playing?
Cell Damage.
Retro games that I enjoy playing. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've played retro games. I've been replaying Fallout New Vegas. That's not really retro.
I saw that. I mean, I feel like anything over 10 years is retro.
Okay.
At this point.
Okay.
I was 2011, right?
Skyrim.
Have you been playing Skyrim? That's over 10 years old at this point. No, never mind.
Technically, Halo 3.
Do you want to see Halo 3? So fucking fun. Do you want to see my retro game
Halo
collection?
3 came out way before Skyrim, dude.
Retro game collection is really, really good. Just so we can get this back on track to some degree, because this has been chaos since day one.
I might pack it.
We need more. We need more bits. You might pack it in.
Dude, yeah, look, he's falling.
Watch the damn TikTok videos.
Hold on, I have retro games that I want to show you guys.
No, dude.
No, they're really cool. Sean, you saying that my retro games aren't cool? No, tell me what you mean, Sean. What do you mean by that? What do you unironically mean by that, Sean? You say my retro games aren't cool?
Unironically, you should play Cell Damage with me, dude.
Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers on GameCube. Thoughts on that? But even better. Turn of the King, GameCube. You got something to say?
You're a fucking loser.
I got Epic Mickey 2. Fellowship of the Ring. I have Fellowship of the Ring. This isn't really that retro. Wind Waker HD.
The Wii U is definitely retro at this point.
Dark Messiah Might and Magic Elements. But
That's
it's in the
crazy.
GameStop box.
It's a retro console now?
Well, it's 2013, I think, right?
The Wii was in 2013.
I think so.
I remember living in West Virginia when the Wii came out.
West Virginia.
No, the Wii U might be, but the Wii has definitely been around for a while.
Wii's 2006.
Oh, there you go. That answers the question.
All right. If this is how it's gonna go, Sean, if you're gonna be beefing at this point, I you know what I mean? Sean, get the fuck out of here. Zach and I finish.
He gone.
He's back.
Get her done. Get her done.
Are you good? Are you happy now, Sean?
Get her.
Okay.
He gone.
So how is that episode, Zach?
You want my honest opinion?
Yeah, tell me.
That's all right. I think it was tolerable until we all started playing guitar and your nonsense story, and then I think that's a turn off moment.
I think it was like steady at the beginning, and we had like ideas, and we were joking around, and then we like kind of ran out of ideas. You know, it's a Friday night. You know, that's kind of when you're like settling down. You know, unless you're
either are settling down or you're going out and having fun.
Yeah, and I'm kind of the settling down type for sure. So the brain is kind of like losing its processing power.
I've just done a lot of fucking work.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're just both wiped.
Put my body through some shit.
But I did want to maybe have one final thing. By the way, thank you very much for that TikTok bit. I think they are great. I want to make you something for next time.
Yeah, I like the idea of bringing stuff up because I feel like it kind of adds something to look forward to, some consistency, and then also I think it's funny to like get some reaction out of it, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of brain empty content, you know?
I think the same thing, but I think I'm not going to do TikToks.
I like you bringing up my tweets on me. You don't need to do that now.
Oh, I have tweets for you. I have tweets for you.
Do you?
I feel like it would be more fun if Sean was here for this.
Sure.
But I don't.
You get two. You bring up two and then save the rest for Sean.
He actually was the one who picked them out.
Ah, shit. Okay.
So I feel like it would be rude. Get him in here. I feel like it would be rude for me to.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Even though I really want to. The tweets are fucking funny though. What I'm thinking I'm going to do, I don't know if I want to keep it a surprise. I don't think I do. What I was thinking about doing was going through some old content, you know, kind of the namesake, and just getting some cringe shit from both of us. Just getting
I gotta be
some
real
cringe
careful
shit.
with some of this shit. But...
I'm not going to do anything that's like weird. You know, I'm not going to do anything that's going to, you know, gonna make cancel culture episode 3 or whatever.
For sure. If you're confident that what you put in there won't,
it's gonna be cringe. It's not gonna be racy or edgy or anything. It's just gonna be cringe. But I want to actually I watched a few of your videos for podcast episode 2 because we talked about our old content, and For a podcast episode, I watched a few.
It's like the
videos.
audio listeners. It's just like monkeys all of a sudden.
So I was thinking about getting cringe parts and getting, because I found parts of the video. I'm like, I think
Cringe
I know how you
compilations.
went. There's certain things where I'm like, I think I know what you tried to do and what you did to make like a sound or to make like a shot work. But I wanted to like get your confirmation on that. I don't know if that's going to be good content or what.
Is this like Machinima stuff or just like my personal channel stuff? Or?
Machinima stuff is inclusive of it. Yeah, or it is inclusive of Machinima stuff. But I don't know if that's even going to work because of how. Maybe we'll see. Holy shit, dude! What a day!
It's been a fucking day,
dude. I just brain not work no good, and I feel like I don't want this to be like a constant thing, but I feel like the same thing happened last week. Am I wrong? We were also just brain dead last week.
I think last week ended up with some pretty good bits, though.
Definitely did. It definitely did. The ear licking thing is still funny. It's still funny.
It was you and me in the McDonald's episode. I feel like that was also kind of like a bit of towards the middle of that. It kind of looked down a little bit. So when it's you and me, we got to figure something out to keep the energy going.
Yeah.
I feel like 3 people is a really good medium to like keep some energy with.
Yeah.
You know, because like it gives people time to break and bounce stuff off of each other more. 2 people works. 2 people works, but you got to be trying, you know?
I was thinking about...
You got to be on your shit.
You're definitely right. But I was thinking too that like, I felt like, I mean, not from like McDonald's, but like if I eat right before the podcast, I feel revitalized. I was thinking about just doing like a mukbang while shit talking, you know, just me eating food while you know, shit talking. And I feel like that would both be funny and revitalize me a bit, but not, you know, magician secret, whatever the fucking saying is.
Had McDonald's earlier today.
You did.
I feel like it happens when we do these shows. It made me feel awful. Of course it did.
Same normal meal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe different sauces this time, but yes.
You know what I had yesterday? It's actually in my trash right now. Bro, I used to get these all the time. Where is it? Arizona green teas?
Arizona iced tea. Yeah.
I used to get these all the time. I mean, 99 cents a fucking can like that. Those shits, I swore there was something in them because that would actually get those green tea. I mean, sugar. But
I don't think I've ever been addicted to a drink that's not coffee. I drink coffee every day. I drink coffee a lot.
I drink coffee a lot
aside
as
from
well.
that,
I'm trying to wean off coffee, but I haven't even started yet.
I was a real hipster, and I started drinking yerba mates a lot, and I still like them.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't.
Is that another type of apple?
No, I was actually really hipster with it. So yerba mate is, I'm assuming we're still live.
Yeah.
On this shit. Yerba mate is, how do I phrase this? It's a traditional Venezuelan drink that is like, you get this gourd and you like take this tea. It's not technically tea, but people brew it like tea. It's actually technically poisonous. It's in the holly family.
Great.
But if you dehydrate it and roast it, it becomes consumable, and it has an absurd amount of caffeine in it, like significantly more than tea. And in Venezuela, what you do is you get a gourd and you pack it down in like a puck, and it has this. You pour hot water on a certain side of it, so it kind of creates the cyclical drink. As you drink more of it and refill it, it consistently brews the cup, and you have like a special filter straw that goes in it. However, it was marketed to Americans as like a canned, like healthier sports drink. The main brand being Gayake, I think is how it's pronounced. And I bought those, and they are really good. The canned ones are really good. But I went even more hipster with it, with like researching the actual herb and ordering the herb from like Venezuela. And I still have a package of it somewhere downstairs, and it's like not even in English. It's like it's either Spanish or Portuguese. And I was like brewing this shit. It's fucking very hipster, but it was my way of getting caffeine without drinking coffee.
Yeah, I don't know if I told you this or I told the podcast this. I started drinking coffee in freshman year of high school because I had to get up early. That was the first time I had to get up like that early, and I thought that was a good time to start. Later in life, now that I don't want to be addicted to coffee. I think did I talk about this last time?
I don't like.
I
like coffee so much that I don't care if I'm addicted to it or not.
I don't like the taste of coffee.
You don't like the taste of coffee?
I like the routine of coffee.
That's a big thing.
Yeah, it's
people getting stuck in routines.
I don't mind the taste after drinking it for 10 years.
In that position you were just in, I'm imagining you were like you're like a Joe Rogan, like ripped dude in that pose. You can kind of make it work. You just get I know, but you just had the right thing. Your arm was like right.
Hold on. Thumbnail, by the way. I do this thing with Alexis where I'll bring out my arm, right? And I'll just like move it close to my body so it looks big, and I'll go like this, and she'll start screaming because it's like looks like I got a big muscle, and then I hit her. But no, most of the coffee. Don't pity laugh, please. Dude, you know what my least favorite kind of laugh is? The people that laugh like this. You know, Donkey laughs like this. He just like moves his body up and down and just like smiles like. I hate that shit. That shit bothers me so much. That's just a pity.
It's good if you're that is okay and acceptable if you are about to let a laugh.
Yes.
That is a part of a lead up to an even bigger laugh.
But if that's it, it's just like, come on, bro. No, but I started drinking coffee and I like the routine of it. I like always having something to go to first thing in the morning. Because food always changes. Coffee's always just kind of been a constant. But I don't like the flavor. I don't like being addicted to caffeine. But I started drinking fucking Maxwell chock full of nuts. That was my OG. And I think we had the mild or the light. Like we have our coffee pretty light, which I like. I'd rather be addicted to light coffee than dark coffee, but I'm really addicted to caffeine. And then we moved on to like Folgers, and Folgers a little darker. And then now we have some like North Carolina brand because they go to the department store in North Carolina and they just fucking ship a shit ton of it home.
I'm very spoiled with my coffee making at home. I live with my family right now. And things did not used to be like this, but in our current state, we have a genuine like espresso machine in our home.
Jeez.
And I have a little pour over thing. Yeah, I'm kind of spoiled as fuck with the coffee we got at home right now.
Yeah. Well, I
paid for some of the shit too, not the espresso machine, but all the other shit.
The espresso machines are expensive, right?
Oh yeah, that was very expensive.
So I went to
my mom's like gift to herself for Christmas. Or something.
There you go. I went to a Starbucks. I don't ever go to Starbucks, and Alexis wanted to get Starbucks before we went to a little bit of a kickback, a little party, and she wanted to get some fucking drink. I don't really care
girl
about
nuts
Starbucks.
Or something. Some girl drink. What the heck?
I don't know what it was, but I just said order two. I'll just drink whatever. And it had 2 shots of espresso, and I went from feeling like absolute dog shit because I slept in a weird position and my neck was kinked and I had like a bad headache all day to being completely awake. It made my blood rush, bro. That shit was making me fucking active, bro. I was rock hard the entire time. It was crazy. I don't like, the only time I feel energy is when I have more caffeine than I'm already used to. Does that make sense? I don't like caffeine puts me at a neutral. If I don't have caffeine, I feel like dog shit. I want it to be, I feel neutral with nothing and I feel energized with
That's
caffeine.
An active thing you're working through right now?
Yes and no. I'm going to order, I'm going to slowly work down the caffeine. I'm going to put it's going to be 75% caffeine and less over time. But I tried to quit cold turkey. Didn't work. I think I talked about this last podcast. I feel like I really talked about this last podcast, working off caffeine. Yeah. Still haven't done anything with it. But I personally, and again, I'm not going to get into the specifics here for obvious reasons, but like I'd fall on bad habits pretty hard. I'm a pretty open book when it comes to doing things with my body. And when I get into a bad habit, whether it's eating bad or just being lazy or whatever else it might be, it's something that it hits me hard and I'm in a really bad spot with it for like a month or two. And then I'm fine. Yeah.
And then I get over it.
Yeah.
It goes in cycles. So
I'm very lucky to have a personality. I mean, I have an addictive personality to a degree, but I'm addicted to something it's not like something that goes away. It's not. It's like a permanent addiction. I mean, I know that addiction kind of doesn't go away in general, but like nothing that I've ever been addicted to has been like. I mean, unless you count caffeine, particularly. Like I've never done any drug besides caffeine, and I drink every so often, barely any. And I just play a fuck ton of Pokemon, and work, and that's all I do. Like
it's the life.
It's the life, man. I don't go out. I don't go to like crazy gatherings. I don't get fucking shit faced. You don't
have anything you want to do. You don't have anything bigger you're trying to accomplish.
I was hoping, maybe I if I'm going to do something, I'd like to make content out of it. Truthfully, like I'm a big content brain. I love the idea of hopping into whatever editing software. Hopefully not Sony Vegas for that much longer, and just annihilating some like footage and making it for the funniest footage I can.
I feel like me pushing learn Premiere even harder is going to make you not want to learn Premiere. I feel like you're that type of person where if I keep bringing it up, you're going to want to do it less.
It's actually not. That's actually you'd think that would be the case because of how stubborn I am, but it's not. It's fully just to me, just like getting in there, getting frustrated for 3 seconds, and being like, "I'll do it next time."
Okay, so I'm a little bit of the same way. I've had this thing my whole life where like. I learned by doing stuff. Now this is now a self-help podcast again. Yeah, there you go. Like throughout my whole life, my dad will just tell me like, you need to do this because this, you need to do this because this. And I'll understand it. I'll understand everything he's saying, the logic behind it. I'll still go and do it.
Yeah.
You know what 100%. I mean? And it's only then when I actually learn that lesson for myself. I need to go out and fail and fuck shit up for me to figure out what's right.
Yeah, I
that's just who I am, and it's caused me some problems before, and it'll probably cause me bigger problems again. But that is how I learn. I go out and I just try shit, and it either works or it doesn't. And if it doesn't work, I'll try something else.
Yeah, I think that I just live like I told you, like with the roller coaster thing, I'm like not a high seeker. Like I don't like look for like a rush. I don't really care to. I find that being comfy is better than being hyped up. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather just be chilling on Discord watching an anime with Alexis than going
I don't think
out
there's
and,
anything wrong with that.
Yeah, I don't think there is either. I think that I know by like
I don't know if I'm the exact same way. I think I go in phases. I live in this weird area where I don't quite know. I need to sort through this myself mentally, because there's some times where I'm just kind of chilling and I'm kind of upset that I'm not going out and doing something, more stimulating.
I feel like you're wasting your time.
Gives me more of a rush. Yeah, I feel like I'm wasting my time a little bit. But then sometimes I'll go out and I'll have what a lot of people would consider to be a good time, and I'll kind of just want to go back home and lay in bed. And I feel like a lot of my time is kind of spent, wishing for the other half of my life.
Yeah.
And I don't quite know how to feel comfortable in the moment. I am present in the moment. I'm learning progressively over time how to get better at doing that. But,
Yeah, I'm just lucky not to. So I hung out with a bunch of the guys last fucking, what day was it? Last Saturday, and they were all drinking, smoking, whatever. Obviously, I don't do any of that. And that was like my one time for the month that I'm going to be doing that. Like I'm good. In my mind, I hang out with them. I generally my schedule. I hang out with the guys every Thursday and Friday night, and Saturday mornings if time allows. Saturday and Sunday morning, I guess, if time allows. And that is kind of like I think most people would be like, they'd want to hang out in person. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like most people would want to hang out in person. That'd be like their main way to socialize. And then, above that is like going out with a bunch of people or, partying or whatever. But for me, chilling at home, playing fucking GTA, playing Elden Ring, playing some fucking even Fortnite. I picked up Fortnite again.
I could.
But just doing that is like my normal socializing. And then actually going out and hang out with people is like my extra level of like, okay, I can only do that once a month.
Maybe this is an element that is an issue for me personally. I don't find video games that interesting anymore. I mean, I do to an extent, but I'm really kind of just becoming I don't want to say an old man, but like I play my Halo, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like once a year, a new game comes out that interests me and I'll play it. But even then I'm never like whoa, this is amazing. You know, like, I guess, have you ever played It Takes Two?
Yeah, it's
came out like a year or two ago.
Incredible. Yeah.
Literally my favorite game of that year. It's one of the best games to come out in a very long time.
It's one of the best games of all time for me. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, literally, like I'm saying this right now. One of the two people that are watching this, if you've never heard of It Takes Two, I mean, do yourself a favor.
Yeah,
and they
so
even,
good.
if you're looking at it and you're like, I can't convince my friend to buy it, they will literally purchase another copy for your. It's called the Friends Pass. You only need to buy one copy for two people. Insane fucking business model.
So cool.
It's one of the best games you'll ever play. Trust me.
Yeah.
But aside from like stuff like that, it's like I'm playing my Halo a little bit, right? Like I'm kind of replaying through New Vegas, but even now I'm kind of like falling off of it. You know, my people that play Madden with me keep me invested in the leagues and push me into it, even when I don't want to play it. But like, I'm just not the type of person to just sit back and play video games on my own anymore. Like I do sometimes, but like not
on your own is the key point though. Because if someone were to invite you to another game, you'd be happy to play it, I assume.
I'd play it, but sometimes I'm not going to lie too. I'll just join an Xbox party or a Discord call and just talk while other people play, and I'll get work done.
Yeah,
or something else.
Definitely. I've told this, and I think I've said this on multiple podcasts, is that the biggest thing for me is community. Like I want to play with my friends more than. So that's why getting my teeth into single player games for me is a little bit tough, because I much prefer playing with the boys than playing games.
That's the way most people feel right now.
Yeah,
most people would prefer to play a multiplayer experience.
Yeah, and I think like you know Breath of the Wild recently.
I know about it. Yeah,
Breath of the Wild, which is one of my favorite games of all time. Is receiving a multiplayer update. That's a single player game receiving not a multiplayer update. Sorry, a multiplayer mod, that makes the game much more interesting to me. Playing on like the hardest difficulty with like three of my friends makes that game. I think that is going to be the best experience that I could possibly have with that game, and I enjoy the shit out of the game when I first played it. Stuff
Campaign
like that.
co-op.
Campaign co-op is going to be incredible.
Campaign co-op.
Me and the boys are doing Legendary, which is going to be walk through.
I beat all of Infinite Legendary solo.
I did normal, and I was waiting to do it with the boys. We're going to do Legendary, which is going to be a walk in the park, and then we're going to do last.
It's an odd. Oh, yeah. I mean, good luck.
It's not hard. The tank gun breaks the game.
Yeah, it's back in now. Apparently,
yeah.
Legendary on Halo Infinite was at times the hardest Halo's ever been, and at times the easiest Legendary's ever been.
Yeah.
It's oddly inconsistent with how difficult it is. I feel like a lot of the like abilities kind of change that, right? Like being able to grapple around helps you out of a lot of those situations, but then also you're fighting like a big ass boss you wouldn't have to fight in another Halo game. So like,
I can't even imagine the bosses on Lasso. I mean, we have the tank gun. Great, game breaking, but like some of those like tight spaces, that's terrifying.
Surprisingly, the Eshram boss fight was like one of the easiest parts of the game on Legendary. Yeah, you just grapple around the room as he's running. I mean, like he can't like he's just one guy. You know what I mean? Like you just grapple around and then destroy the things. And
so I'm really excited for that. Holy fucking shit! I can't believe they didn't launch with that. Everybody we've complained about fucking Infinite enough.
It's a problem.
It's a problem. Here's a thought. Back in Halo Infinite for 1 second. So there have been pretty significant leaks about a mode called Project Tatanka. Have you heard about this?
I've been following Halo leaks pretty closely. I've heard of Project Tatanka. Is it the fucking Battle Royale thing?
It's a Battle Royale mode.
Okay.
It plays a different role than like just a classic Fortnite. It is PvE, PvE.
Have you seen the new Halo MCC leaked armors?
Yeah, like the fucking
the one that
Gundam.
Looks ridiculous.
The Gundam shit.
Yeah, the one that literally they just slapped the Halo logo.
Yeah.
On the forehead.
Yeah, I know people have like a. And I talked about this before. I know people have like a thing where they want to keep Halo,
pure.
Yeah, they want to keep Halo. I love that shit. I love the goofy fucking shit, dude. I love it so much.
They put pigs on their feet.
Yeah. I just want to. You know what'll bring me back to Halo Infinite? A nice looking Mark V armor. Just give me that, please, for the love of God. Oh, did you see the new MCC stuff? Any, not obviously other than the armors. Did you see the modding stuff that they're adding?
Dude,
they're adding a bunch of the cut content.
In the Halo 2 E3 demo.
Yep, and they're adding the Orion armor into Halo 1, the original like Macworld armor into Halo 1, and they're adding the Halo CEPC port armor into Halo 1 because it was slightly different. It was like shinier and the visor looked different.
Whoa.
Dude, I'm excited for that. I love Halo 1. Halo 1's fucking goofy. I only like it because it's goofy, not because it's good, but it's,
it's a goofy game.
It's very goofy. But yeah, so like Halo is a game, I think that like you can take Halo seriously if you're a fucking nerd, but I think Halo is just a game to play with friends. It's a game to play with friends. I think that's what it's kind of centered around for the most part. And first of all, not adding fucking Forge and co-op at launch, such a weird thing for a game that's meant to be played with friends. But like, I play one of my favorite games to play with my friends is Smash. I like playing Smash with the boys.
I like Smash. I'm awful at it. I'm like genuinely very bad at it.
I'm fine.
I like it.
I'm fine. I'm
just not used to fighting games.
I hate fighting games. I hate all fighting games.
Except for Smash.
Except for platform fighters are a different breed. Like I like Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl and Smash. Those are fucking banger. But most fighting games I just despise. Just because it gets too sweaty. Smash I've grew up with, so I can kind of like ignore that sweat. But and like Pokemon is when I say like I play so much Pokemon, it's the only game I can play alone because you have to play it alone for most games. Like I just picked up this ROM hack this week it's just like it just adds an incredible level of difficulty, which I don't normally care for, but it also added like so many quality of life updates that I'm like, okay, let's fucking do this. So that's been what I'm currently playing. But yeah, getting back to the point, I feel the same way about games when I see a new AAA title.
Especially because the game industry just sucks these days. You know what I mean?
It's very true.
It's all unfinished. It's all.
I ain't buying Starfield, brother. I ain't buying it. I'm sorry. I'm not going to buy it. Someone gives it to me, I'll play it. That's how I felt about Elden Ring until the Seamless Co-op mod came out. I didn't give a shit about Elden Ring. The only reason I'm excited for Sonic Frontiers is because I'm going to be buying it and playing it with my boy because it's going to be bad. I am not. I don't really care about games unless they have
Bugsnax though.
Bugsnax. Okay, do you want to hear my honest opinion? My honest feeling about Bugsnax?
Sure.
I liked the game. It was a fine single player experience. I played it because the names of the Bugsnax were funny, and I can make jokes and make my friends laugh.
It's a funny little thing.
Bunger.
You did it for the meme.
Did it for the memes. Yeah, Bunger. And I would like explain like the relationships between the characters, and I'd be like, yeah, dude, fucking. I can't remember the names of the characters. It's been too long, but I'm like, oh yeah, dude. Philbo and Vanessa, I can't remember her fucking name. Philbo and Vanessa, they got into a fight over and I would just like tell that story and it would just be funny because nobody would get what the fuck is going on. And I just, just be stupid garbage. That shit is fucking funny. And that is the main reason I played Bugsnax. I spent $20 to make a few jokes for like a month and then I stopped playing it.
It's a decent game.
It's a decent game. And right now I'm trying to kill my single player retro backlog. Which is slow. It is a slow burn because I don't really care for single player games for the most part.
Notice anything different about this show at the end here?
You're not dark. Do you get a light?
Not. Well, I turn the lights on behind me, and then I have my Xbox running the white screen.
Dude, the classic. It
still looks bad, but at least I'm not.
So what I'm not. I can
make it dark if you want, but
this is quite all right. I like how it looks. You're not in pitch black. I had an idea.
Dear Lord, help us.
Is that your bed behind you?
Yeah, it's my bed.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clap, and then movie magic, and we're both gonna be sleeping, and then it's gonna cut to the outro. Thoughts on that? Not that clap, different clap. Thoughts on that?
Yeah.
All right, are you ready? 1, 2. I don't know why I'm counting down.